Welcome back, children. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are going to learn about keyboards. Now, this chapter is chapter 4. Previously, in the previous chapter, we studied about man versus computer. I hope you still remember how man and computer functions differently. Now, in this chapter, we are going to learn about keyboards. Now, keyboard is an important part of a computer. For this lesson, I would suggest that if you have a laptop or a desktop, then you can just go sit nearby it. And as I explained, you can use this video as a reference to understand the lesson better. Now, for those of you who don't have it, there's no problem. I have an image for you. Now, with the help of this image, you'll be able to understand. All right? Now, a keyboard is an important part of a computer. It has many buttons, which are called keys. These keys are pressed to enter words or numbers into a computer. Now, these keys are also used for giving instructions to the computer. Now, as you can see here, in this image, I have an image of a keyboard to you. Now, this keyboard has many buttons. Like we've already mentioned, these buttons are what we call as keys. As you can see here, you have so many buttons here. Now all these buttons have various functions. So we are going to learn them one by one. First, we'll discuss about alphabet keys. Now alphabet keys are very simple. As you can see here, you have the alphabets A to Z, right? So you have right here you have A, S, D, F, G, H, right? Now all these are what we call as alphabet keys. Now these keys helps you to type words or sentences. Next we have the number keys. Now number keys are numbered from 1 to 0. Alright, as you can see here, you can have a look here. These are all number keys. Now these are just situated above the alphabet keys. Now, when you look towards the right side of the keyboard, you can also see a set of numbers there. You'll have 1, 2, 3, right? 7, 8, 9 till 0 here. Now, this set of keys are what we call as numeric keypad. Next, we have arrow keys. Now, as you can see in this image here, this is the arrow keys. Now these arrow keys, they help the cursor move up and down. So if you want the cursor to move up, you will press this key right here. If you want it to go down, then this key. If right, then this key, or if left, then this key. Alright. Next we have symbols key. Now these symbol keys are present right here above the numbers. All right, as you can see here, you have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Now above these numbers you have all the symbols, right? As you can see here. Now these symbols will help you in giving characters to whatever you are typing. Okay, now these keys are also what we call as symbol keys. Next we have function keys. Now function keys are located at the topmost row on the keyboard right here. You will see you have F1, F2, F3 up to F12. So we have F1 to F12. Now these keys are what we call as function keys. Now these keys are used for some specific task or functions. Alright, children, remember all these keys that I've mentioned here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now these are what we call as the major keys or the main keys. Alright. Now, apart from these major or main keys, we also have special keys. Alright, first we have the enter key here. Now, the enter key is used to move the cursor to the next line. Alright, it is also known as the return key. There are two enter keys on the keyboard usually, but right here in this picture, I have only one button here. Alright, now the function of this enter key is, like I said, if you're typing any word, if you're typing any sentence, and if you want to move to the next line, then you click on this enter key. This enter key will take you to the next line. Alright. Second special key is the space bar key. Now the space bar key is the longest key in the keyboard. Now, this spacebar key, what it does is it gives you a space in between words. All right. As you can see here, you have spacebar key. Now, in between these two words, we have a space here, right? You can obtain this space only when you click this key right here. All right, children? All right. Next, we have the backspace key. Now, the backspace key is a key which has a back arrow mark on it. In my image here, it doesn't have it, but then the main function of this backspace key is that it helps you to erase the letter, all right, that you have mistakenly pressed. Now, say for example, you write your name. Say you're writing your name Amit, A-M-I-T, Amit, right? But you don't want to, you have made a mistake. You did not write Amit, but instead of writing T, you write L, for instance. So you want to erase the word, the letter L, and you want to replace that with T. So you're going to click this backspace, then only one letter will be erased, and then you can type in the correct alphabet. All right, it is just like an eraser. Clear? All right, next is the delete key. Now, the delete key is also used to erase letters or words or any other character, but what it does is it deletes from the right side of the cursor. Okay, you can also delete selected text or graphics using this key right here. Next is the caps lock key. Now, the caps lock key is used to write the alphabets in capital or small letter. If you want to write your name, say again, for example, Amit. Now, if you want to write that all in capital letters, then you're going to click this caps lock key right here, and automatically when you type the letters A-M-I-T, all that will appear in capital letter. Now, if you don't want it, then you will click again caps lock key, and then all that will change to small letters. Next is the shift key. Now, there are two shift keys, as you can see, right here and right here. Now, these two shift keys, all right, they have special symbols marked on them. You can type these symbols with the help of the shift key. All right, say for instance, you want to write down hooray, the word hooray, Hurray, hooray, and then you want to keep an exclamation mark at the end. So what you're going to do, you're going to click shift and write here exclamation together. Only then you will get this character right here. Okay, so the shift key, it helps you in entering all these symbols whenever you're typing anything. Clear? Next is the control key. Now, the control key, it works for these functions right here. All right, what it does is it provides specific functions to whatever kind of activities you're doing on your computer. All right, children. So I hope you remember that there are 5 major keys or main keys, and alongside with it, you have many minor keys. For example, caps lock, shift, control, enter, backspace, delete. All right. All these are what we call as special keys. All right, children, let's recap. I hope you still remember. There are 2 major types of keys. The first one is the main keys, and the second one is special keys. Now, all of these keys, they have specific functions. So, depending on what you want to type, what characters you want to type, if you want to erase it, if you want to add a space in between words, if you want to change all the alphabets into capital or small letter, then you can use all these keys. All right, that is the main key and the special key. All right, children, so I hope you will have no problem working with the keyboard from next time. Now that we don't have classes, I suggest that whenever you have a free time, you open up your laptop or maybe your computer, and you can just type randomly and you can practice it. All right, children? Thank you very much. Have a nice day.